Let's do somewhere else now.
Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are. Welcome to the Round 1 Perth Swan Cricket Association A Division 1 Day grade. Gosh, that's a mouthful. Here on the Community Sports Show, coming to you live, and we're at Bennett Springs Sports Oval for this A-grade grand final replay, and I'm so excited, viewers, not just because umpire Keith Worsley's made his 15 seconds of fame there, but because I'm joined in the broadcast van by a well-known person out in the Swan Valley, known across the rugby league world, Donnie Bell. Welcome to the Community Sports Show, my friend.
Happy to be here, Nolesy. It's normally these early season games, I think teams, they look forward to the milder conditions at the start of the season. Not today. The sun is out. It is belting down. It's a hot one to start the year, Noel.
Oh, you're not wrong there, mate. And unfortunately for the players, there's not a lot of facilities here. They've had to move the ground because I'm not sure if you saw on our socials, but a certain shire, who shall remain nameless because I live in it, may have dug up the pitch the week of round 1. Great timing.
Always a good time to do it, mate. Try and prepare it the week before.
Well, look, these two sides coming off last year's grand final, Coolbinia West Perth got the trumps on that occasion, and they will be looking for a repeat here, opportunity up against Caversham, who have a number of players out. Nathan Ash had been his wedding on Thursday. Big shout out to Nathan. But we're ready for the opening ball, and you've got the bowlers' details and stuff there.
I think it's Satish Insan that's bowling the first over. And I think he'll be bowling to Davis Bodie. Paul opening bat.
I think it's Gurdeep Singh on strike early. Yep.
How's it Gurdeep, is it?
Oh, Davis. Yep. All right. So Davis, the taller of the two, Coolbinia West Perth, need to get into our sponsor, ID Athletic, and get some new shirts because they don't have numbers yet. So a big shout out to ID Athletic for all your sporting apparel and club merchandise needs. All right, Donnie, here we go. I know you're an outsider, so with no information before you, who's your tip?
Well, I mean, you've got to go with last year's winner, Coolbinia, won it last year. They'll be looking to back that up. I'd assume a lot of the same players that come back again after you win a premiership. You want to keep that team together. Here's the first ball of the season. Dave was just playing that one forward defence. The wicketkeeper has to come out to pick that one up. No one in at mid-wicket there.
One of the new rules this year in the Perth Swan, you'll notice there's a circle around the inside there, 30 metres from either end. No more than 2 players allowed outside in the opening 8 overs, so an opportunity to get some runs on the board for Coolbinia.
Down leg side, and that's the first runs of the day.
Nice cheap one there.
So they're looking around the field. It looks like they've only got one on outside that circle at the minute.
And Satish Insan, the opening bowler here for Caversham, looking for an early breakthrough.
Can get someone straight on target after having the last delivery go down the leg side. Full. Did well just to keep it out there, Davis.
Wherever you are across the globe, feel free to drop in a comment there. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're barracking for. We'll give you a bit of a shout out along the way.
Well, he's got some width and he's taken advantage of that. That might have carried all the way, has it? No, it's one bounce just before the markers and 4 runs.
I thought he was going for the goal there.
Well, it's the first time he's been given any width, any sort of real opportunity to open the shoulders, and he didn't mess about.
No, he's a strong batsman, Davis Bode. Only a 17 average though, so big numbers or out cheap, and he'll want to hang around here early for his team.
Well, an edge there through the slips cordon. It runs down, it'll pull up before the fence, so they'll have to run these. They get a couple. First real opportunity, Noel.
Almost the first commentator's curse too. It is real, viewers, don't doubt that. Okay, so I've just been informed that Saga Latha is the other batsman up the other end there, so new player into the club this year. Well, the joys of modern technology, as Donny points out. My Cricket, or is it still My Cricket?
No, it's
Play
not
HQ?
Play HQ now. They've got rid of My Cricket, and I've got to say, I come into the season with a bit of cynicism. This one, again, just wide of the off stump, and again, playing that cover drive perfectly. Stopped with a bit of footwork right on the boundary and another couple of runs.
I saw the goals in front of him and decided to do a bit of fancy footwork. But look, the reality is, as you say, good start here for Coolbinia West Perth.
Because My Cricket been such a resource for community cricket fans for many a year, so to change that whole system to go on to Play HQ, we hope it's as good. We hope, but always going to be some early bugs.
I had to do the research last night, try and find some stats, and there's nothing in Play HQ at the moment, so I had to go back into Cricket Australia through a back door, because most of the My Cricket pages are down now. And the new bowler coming in from the broadcast end, boys.
Rajdeep Jatana is the other bowler opening. It's a pretty good opening partnership they've got with the ball.
And for 7 off 1 is what I've got on the Knowlesy scoreboard here. Well, good chance to see the new player here for Coolbinia West Perth, Saga Latha. He's not going to be blinded by the sun out there, and if you're blinded by the sun at home, why not talk to our other platinum sponsor, Vision Decor, about their great range of great products and help keep the sun at bay this summer. Okay.
Well, Saga Latha, we don't know anything about this bloke, no averages, no nothing, but opening the batting in the bright yellow pads, can't miss him. And he faces his first delivery. Again, playing that cover drive well. They're taking the quick single. There was a moment of hesitation between the batsmen, but they get through for the run. He's off the mark.
Alright, so for those new to the Perth Swan Cricket Association, it is a 40 over per side compulsory closure format. If you can get to 40, then good luck to you, and a minimum of 20 overs required. So worst case scenario, Coolbinia get rolled out for 15 overs worth of batting. Caversham will have to face at least 20 for the game to count.
Well, again, he's taken on the field to the top. He's got it over the top. It's running down to the rope and will be 4 runs.
First bloke trying to hit the broadcast van there.
Well, I'll tell you what, the mid-on fieldsman there, he thought he was in play there for half a moment.
Just half a moment.
Yeah, just straight as it come off the bat. He's like, oh, my chance here. No, it's
well, that's
good shot.
That's a good outcome, really, setting it up in terms of the inner circle this.
He's gone again, Davis. He's really opening the shoulders in the early going. Another 4. And Jatana's under a bit of pressure here with the ball in hand.
Well, 9 so far off the over in just 3 balls. Good to have you with us there, Dave Peace. Scheduler extraordinaire. Has his fans, has his detractors, but does a great job for the association. Good to have you with us, Peasy. Swan View this year, battling it away in third and fourth grade in the 2-day format.
He's dropped that one short, and he shows that he's as good through the onside as he has been through the off, and that's 4 more.
Great call there, Donny. Well, Gitana, I mean, he's got a 16.8 bowling average and 4 for 13, so he can bowl, but, you know, high risk, high reward.
It's, it's a funny game, cricket. Look, he's changing the angle now. Just to try and give him a different look, trying to change something to prevent these flood of boundaries. And that one he gets... Well, that was bang on. The leg stump line was going to clip the top of middle and leg and just defended.
Well, good change of angle. Gets the result they want. So...
A good reaction from Davis too. Quite often when you've got a couple of boundaries in a row, you just want to keep going. And again, he does go.
What was that
one? Does that one carry? That's 6 runs.
Well, there's the first 6 of the season here on the Community Sports Show. And Davis bowed goes bang. And by my count, that's the over. We've got 12-18 to Davis bowed in 4 balls there, 19 off the over. So he moves to 24 if you don't mind.
We've got him on 26 off 11 on the app.
Just check with the official scorers. None for 31 off 2, boys. Just a reminder, kids, stay in school. I'll get that one in early. Learn your maths. Clearly it's not my strong suit.
Well, you gave me the numbers and I had 28, so I'm not sure.
That's why I say, viewers, if you want to jump in the broadcast van with Donny and I, and feel free, because clearly the heat's getting to me.
Well, Sagar Latha, he's got a bit of a role to play here, Noel. He's got a bloke down the other end that's going hard at everything, going at 1,000,000 miles an hour. He's got to be the man to rotate the strike. He did in the last over. It faced 1 delivery, got 1 run.
Yeah.
Needs to look to do the same again here. Just get his partner on strike as often as possible. And San continues. Ooh. He had no idea where that one went.
When you do a full circle, usually it's an indication you're not sure where the ball's gone.
Yeah, just off the inside edge, pirouette to find out where the ball was. Seemed to hold up a little bit in the pitch. He was through the shot a little bit too quickly.
Oh, well, yeah, well watched.
Get the call. Another added to the total.
By Keith Worsley, just holding his arms up, letting the scorers know I'm here. Says hello, they say hello back.
The sounds of cricket, they're back now.
Mate, it's how good is it? I mean, apart from the fact it's 43 in the van here at the moment, these guys are loving it. Smiles all around. Cricket is back. And Latha does what he was asked to do, gets a single, turns it over to Bode.
Well, again, it was pretty clever cricket there. He just soft hands, dabbed it down into the offside. Fielders a little bit on their heels there, and able to get through for an easy single. Without taking any risk at all, without doing too much special. That gets our man back on strike, Davis. He goes strong, but he finds the man down in the deep, and a rare single for Davis Bode. Been going in 4s and 6s so far.
I think the intention there was for that to be a 4, but didn't quite middle it.
On in again, gets that one straighter, tries to work it on the onside, but again straight to the fielder. Square leg.
Enthusiastically throws it back in. That's the fun about commentating. You get to You know, we were talking in the pre-season show, those who can do, those who can't commentate, and we're allowed to tell you how good you are.
Well, he's got a bit of width and he's taken that one on. Goes over the infield, and again some fancy footwork in the deep to prevent the boundary. Flicks that one back into a teammate. They get two. Well, could prove crucial towards the back end of this game. There's been a couple they've saved right on the boundary with some soccer skills, the Caversham team.
Well, it's a long way down. And the last time I touched my toes bending over for anything, I think it was 1984.
Do you remember what you were trying to pick up?
No, but that was most of the 80s. I don't remember a lot about. 5 off the over. So, allowing for my fix-up, that's none for 33 off 3. Well, 11 runs and over in a 40-over match. You take that for your opening 3, Donny?
Absolutely, but it's, as we all know with cricket, it can change very quickly. Davis Bode, he's starting the 2023 season in style. 27 off 12 so far.
So Rajdeep Jatana back in, gets another chance.
He went for plenty in his last over, but he went over the wicket, changed the angle, seemed to get some slightly better results. Again, just back of a length that time. A good line, forces the defensive shot. No run. The defending premiers, a good start for them after winning the toss.
Lots of teams chasing their tail this year. An interesting shot, interesting ball, and all for a dot.
Yeah, it's one of those ones you get it on your pads, and batsmen, particularly left-handers, they tend to love them on their pads, and I think his eyes lit up a little bit and didn't quite capitalise as he would have liked to. Shatana in again down leg side, that time tries to catch up with it and gets another wide. The scorers were acknowledging the wide before it was signalled. They knew.
Yeah, there are lines on the pitch this year as well, so it's actually enforcing the rules a bit good to see per swan. So the umpires and batsmen and bowlers will have no doubt about it. And we've got a crowd on our left. The local workers have stopped and checking out the action here.
Just finds the space there between the fielders, down to the man in the deep for a single. Davis just keeps the scoreboard ticking. They've slowed him up a little bit in the last couple of overs though, Noel.
Yeah, that change of angle at Davis certainly has helped, and Lather on strike here now has been content to turn it over but had a swing, so won't be shy about this. Still 3 balls to come in the over.
Certainly when he got that little bit of width, he was prepared to throw the hands at it. He's not tentative at all. And again, gets that bit of width, gives himself some room.
Oh, knocked back in play.
Incredible fielding.
I thought that was gone for all money. Great fielding out in the deep there. And that's exactly where they've got both players outside the circle in the deep on either side there, so just 2.
Some recognition there from his teammates as well. Give him a round of applause for preventing that boundary. That one, almost a beamer. Probably just low enough to not be a no ball. A full toss, he gets away to the onside for a single.
Sagalatha, welcome to Perth Swan Cricket Association. Just want to do a shout out. Caversham in the field at the moment, one of their club legends, all-round good guy, Joe Zammit, in hospital this week, getting not one but two knees replaced and on the mend, so hopefully it's a quick one for you, Joey.
Jordana in again. Ooh, just an inside edge, squeezes that one down to fine lead. No fielder down there, so a bit of a chase. Another 2 runs. It's been a pretty good comeback over for Jordana after going for, what was it, 19 in his second?
Well, 21 if it was none for 28. And I've got that as 7 off the over. Yep. 19. Yep. All right. And the score currently is none for
40.
Excellent. We all agree. I'm quite
Checks
prepared.
and double checks.
Yeah, I'm quite prepared to negotiate. But that's one of the advantages of the broadcast van, Donnie. Well, as you know, you've done a bit of work with PSCA 88.5, I think they're called.
Yes.
Out there in Allenbrook on the radio, done some broadcasting. Well, it's good to keep your facts as close to accurate as you can. We don't want any Trumpisms here if we can avoid it.
Well, you got to remember, I work with Albie Page. He's not fond of facts, so you know, why let facts get in the way of a good story? Is always his line.
And that's why he's now president of Swan Valley.
Absolutely.
Don't let any facts get in the way of a good yarn there.
Many a good yarn at the Swan Valley Cricket Club. Again, got a bit of width and just completely lost his balance chasing after that one. Eyes lit up. Lost all shape there, did Latham.
He's been going to the Noel Johnson School of Cricket shots. Speaking of Albie. We have that in common. Albie, I think you played with him, didn't you?
No, never played with him.
Jimmy and a couple
Brucey
of the other
did.
boys did, yeah. Out there at
I played with him at the cricket club, not the footy club.
Yeah, no. But that was down in, I think, E grade, was it?
Yeah, it was one day 4th grade. So
about my standard,
about
mate.
the lowest grade you can get, and Albie was still the worst player on the team. Couldn't bat, couldn't bowl. Tried his hand at wicket keeping, was no good at that either.
Well, that's how I get to play darts every week out there at the Valley, because I'm the captain, so I can't throw darts, but I can do all the bookkeeping. So doesn't matter how you get involved, viewers, wherever you are, whatever sport you love, get on down. Oh, he's definitely showing his intent, isn't he?
Well, there's plenty of intent, but the bowling has certainly improved after the opening couple of overs, and he's you can see frustration maybe starting to build a little bit with Davis. He hasn't been able to get one away for a few overs. Squeezing a couple out and throwing hands at everything. Inside, he's got him.
Oh dear, bang. No need for a finger there.
Yeah. Inside edge cleans up the leg stump.
There's 2 standing there now. Well, the swing, unfortunately, not a miss with the bat, because that's gone onto the stumps. And there's the first wicket of our broadcast for 2023-2024 for the Perth Swan Cricket Association. Proudly brought to you thanks to ID Athletic for your sporting apparel and club merchandise needs, and Vision Decor. Let them help keep you cool this summer with their great range of products at great prices. Vision Decor. Well, Donnie, been and gone. Gundeep is the new man coming in. Gurdeep Singh.
Yeah, that's it. Gundeep Singh.
Yeah.
So Gurdeep Singh.
You're making me... Sorry, Donnie. Scored they love their cricket. They jump on board. They're just trying to keep us up to date here. What were you about to say?
Yeah, I was just going to say one for 43. 43 run opening stand. I think you'd take that.
Yeah.
It's a decent enough start for Coolbinia.
And the good news...
I can see why you thought the taller one was Singh when they were first out there. He's a little bit taller than Sagalitha was.
Yeah.
Facing up.
And good knock, 43 on the board in a one-day match for the loss of the first wicket. Take that almost any day. But the good news is that Davis Bode is still out there, so Saga was playing his role, and at the end of the over, 1 for 2 off it, I think.
I think it's
1 for 3.
3 off it.
Yeah, I accept that. I'm good at writing and reading and talking, but terrible at maths. So I'll just plagiarise whatever I'm told.
1 for 43 off 5.
Be interesting to see how they bowl these bowlers as well. Warm conditions for the first day of the Perth Swan Cricket Association season, and they're allowed a maximum of 8. So we're into 3 each now for them.
Davis on strike. Shatana looking for his first as his opening partner. Got one in the last over. Because the key wicket at the moment does definitely look like Davis Bode. 31 off 17.
Pretty much regulation field, every player just on the edge of that circle. They know where they think this is going.
Well, again, a bit of a thick outside edge. The fielder thought he was in play for a while, but couldn't quite catch up with it. Falls safely for Davis, and another 2 runs added to the total. You can certainly see he's playing his role. Just looking to go hard at absolutely everything, get as many runs as possible on the board before he departs.
The outfield a bit thick, so if you go for the 9-iron or the pitching wedge on here, you're going to slow down, but if you go flat, I think. Although that said, as I look out to my right, Donnie, it runs away downhill, definitely over there, so that'd be the spot to aim for, I reckon.
If you're going to play it along the ground, that might be the angle for you. Jutana in again. Drops it short, and he struck him. Well, there's some immediate concern here.
Yeah. Well, that's why last year Cricket Australia mandating that all batsmen, regardless of how good they think they might be, have to actually wear a helmet, and all those players within, I think it's 5 metres of the batsman must also wear protective headwear.
Well, he's up on his feet, so that's the good sign. He was clutching it around the neck area rather than the head, so maybe he just got up underneath the helmet.
He's up. Well, interesting to see whether that sort of influences how he approaches his shot selections here now. Goes back into a shell or gets frustrated and opens up.
Well, again, it was a short delivery and he was looking to go hard at it.
Well, that's how I got all my runs, chasing the fast balls because I could edge them, and then the pace of the bowler would do the work for me.
That's it. You get enough on it.
That's
Get a
it, I think.
fly over the top of the wicket keeper's head. You can't set fields to that.
No, many have tried, all have failed. I usually get myself out by stepping back in front of the bloody stumps.
We're back underway. What are the chances of this one being a little bit shorter? He pitches it right up.
Good sportsmanship there. Just I've seen Raj Deep in action before. If he gets belted for a couple, he has been known to drop him in short, but I guess the advantage is with Bode being so tall, you know, going past the shoulder.
You can drop him in a little bit shorter.
You've got that latitude a bit. Oh, no,
He's actually going off the field now, Davis. He's faced one delivery. He's got a headache and he's going off under concussion protocol. So
warm conditions.
Looking after himself.
Yeah, don't need that. So for the moment, viewers, Davis Bode will retire. We'll get his score in a moment off the scorers.
I got 33 off 20. Retired, not out.
Donny, I'm going to have to start saving all the cans I drink in the van so I can afford to pay you, because I'm loving your commentary so far.
All a bit of fun, mate.
Great teamwork there. There's good old Shaggy.
Nirabai Sohi, the new batsman.
Nirabai Sohi. Well, not shy here, Nirabai. He's known to all the Perth Swan cricketers. He's played representative cricket for Perth Swan. 24.7 average. And from 1 for 43, you mentioned it before, Donny, anything can happen, and all of a sudden we're nudging the middle order.
Well, and that's it, isn't it? We've got two new batsmen out there. Two fresh batsmen that have got to try and get their eye in. And the whole complexion of the game changes. Streaky. Edge straight to the field and no run. And suddenly the chat out there, I think that's always a pretty good indicator as to how the teams are feeling. The chat from Caversham seems to have gone up a notch.
Well, you get a wicket, then you put the primary batsman back in the sheds. Oh dear.
Worth a shout, probably going down leg, I think.
Yeah. We're a little wide of straight on here, viewers. Over the course of the year, we are working hard behind the scenes to try and bring in a few new bits of tech as we can, and that'll include for those familiar with it, frog box type setup, cameras up each end on telescopic towers that we can switch between. If you want to help us get all that sort of stuff sorted, and that's your wheelhouse, by all means, please let us know. We'd love to chat to you.
Just off the top of the off stump, works that one through the field. We'll get at least a couple. And off the mark. End of the over, an eventful one.
4 runs, 1 retired hurt, 1 for 47 at the moment. 6 overs down, viewers. Coolbinia won the toss, elected to bat. Warm conditions here for round 1.
Caversham continuing with Satish-Insan, the wicket taker. And his last over, it seems a while ago, his last over.
With the biggest of smiles on my face, Donny, wait till it's middle of January and teams are making field changes every ball. Then it feels like it's forever. But the clubs this year have been put on notice. 10 overs per 35 minutes is what they're aiming at. So,
well, obviously, I mean, the last over we had that delay as Davis was down injured, and then he left the field after facing one more delivery as he was suffering concussion-like symptoms.
Oh, another one that's been to the Knowlesy School of Batting Techniques.
Well, the
baseball season getting underway shortly. Swing, batter, batter. So, Donny, for all the viewers at home, I've known you a couple of years now. I've had the good pleasure of knowing you. But what's your sort of background? What are you into sports-wise?
Well, originally from over east, so rugby league's my sort of main game. It was always rugby league in winter and cricket in summer. Because I've caught a little bit of the local gridiron over here as well, and some rugby union. Bit of charity football, few charity football games and whatnot as well. But pretty much all sports I've got an interest in. But most widely known as the voice of rugby league.
Do you have any ability in any of those sports?
None whatsoever, which is why that one's up in the air. Big chance and swallows it.
There's the first catch of the year. Day of firsts here. Only because it's the first day, but good catch. And you spoke about two fresh batsmen, Donny. That's the benefit there for Caversham. And that, I can assure you, is what we expect to see across Perth Swan. Certainly, it's either a swing and a big score or it's a swing and a low score because they're chasing runs. And most of the teams that get up on broadcast, they all know that they're on television, so their eyes light up. They try to hit the broadcast van, they sky balls, you know. It is not Test cricket in Perth Swan Cricket Association's one-day competitions by any stretch of the imagination. Gurdeep
Singh, the batter out, I believe, and he never really quite timed one in his short
Happy
innings.
Bopperai, well, happy by name, happy by nature. He's been around. I think he took out the club award last year, if I remember. 3 awards. Oh, rigged, I'm hearing. I thought he said 3, but apparently it was rigged. There must be a Trump supporter out there.
It's all politics. Everybody was leading for the whole season.
Well, Locking the L wasn't leading.
Round 1, everyone was equal first. That's what we know.
That's
start of a new season. Everyone's level so far this season.
Well, 2 for 48 is what I've got on the scoreboard here. From none for 40, 47.
They've really slammed the brakes on. Going at 10 and over through the first 4 overs. One wide of the off stump, left alone.
Loosen
that one through.
By Keith Worsley deciding it's a bit warm. I need to get through these overs, so.
It's a wicket maiden, I think.
First maiden, wicket maiden, 2 for 47 after 7.
Satish-Insan with a couple of wickets.
Yep, we'll see you back down there. For those who can't join us here, welcome. I'm heading back to William Henry. I can't broadcast cricket there, but I can have a couple of refreshments post-game.
Might not be one, but
Alright, so Coolbinia with the job to do here. Good to have you with us there, Breno. Caversham certainly in control as Raj Deep Jatana.
Going back over the wicket here too. So. And again squeezed through the offside region. Down, and that'll run down for 4 runs, I think. It is. So high moves on to 6. That's the 50 brought up for Coolbinia. 2 wickets down in the 8th over. 7.1 done. On it again. On a little straighter. To the mid-wicket fielder. No run. Two for 51.
So Drink's scheduled for 20 overs, halfway through the 40 over innings. I'm not sure if they've agreed to take 2 or just the 1 today, Donny, but oh dear.
On full outside off and reaching at it, his feet were stuck in tar.
Yep. Maybe the glue on the matting was melting in the heat out there.
I think David and Paul are coming over now.
Oh dear, waist high, full toss. Sent to the boundary as it should be. And just on waist high there, deemed to be a legal ball. Full toss over the waist, no ball. You're in the Perth Swan Cricket Association. Hiding in the shade now, getting some recovery.
He got one wrong and he changes the angle straight away. Business on. Around the wicket.
Well, better
To the
result.
point fielder. No run.
Head off the over so far.
So
No,
think the
2
height
sounds
might be
there.
a little bit
Also-
of the problem there, and
You'll always get my opinion, Donny. As an umpire of 20 plus years, there was wood all over that, and if Keith gave that out, I'd have to have a chat to his brother about his demotion down into D grade there. 2 for 55 off 8 after 8 off that over there. Happy Bopperai. And I've lost track of who the other bloke is out there or nearby.
we're going to change in bowler, do we? Same bowler.
Just a couple of field substitutions. Because 8 overs have gone now, so we're allowed to move players outside the inner circle there. Interestingly though, I don't see that there's actually been... We've got 1 out mid-wicket. Wide mid-on.
A little bit of a squeeze on the minute at the minute. Maybe he's looking to keep some of that pressure on. Happy Bopperai. Only just out there, so he hasn't really timed one or forced the field back at this point.
No, based on all the matches I've seen of Happy, he'll give himself a few balls before he decides to launch.
Pulling away there. Bit of movement that he wasn't happy with. That one down leg side and wide is called.
He'll be happy with that movement. So Satish Insan having his 5th consecutive over here on a warm day for round 1 of Perth Swan Cricket Association.
They want the single. I'll get through. It's off the mark. Good ball, right?
The dulcet sounds of 6056. Although, in our defence, we're now in 6055. The rougher side of the neighbourhood.
The wrong side of the track, you reckon now?
Oh, look, everyone picks on the 5-6, mate. Oh,
that
dear.
Oh, long think about that one.
The slower ball just... he was about 6'4" to the crease, so he leant as far forward as he possibly could, I reckon, there. Keith Worsley.
That's the closest shout we've had so far, but not out. And so on. The one outside off and left alone through to the keeper. They might have rotated the bowlers a little bit more frequently than they have so far. There's no changes with the ball. And so it's got a couple of wickets, and that one, well, he did well not to nick it.
That's an over.
Great collaboration there. I thought so myself, but not my job to tell him. Just the 2 off the over. Good one there for Caversham. Looks like we are going to get a bowling change here now though, Donny. New bowler coming on.
Well, this is where we get to hear one of the other great sounds of cricket. Somebody shouts out bowler's name.
Well, I think it's fair to say he's going to not be coming off a long run up here because
the keeper's gone and got the lid on. So he's going to...
Not a day you'd want that. Oh, Sukhvinder Kipple, another new player for the broadcast. I haven't seen Sukhvinder in action here before. And just changing it up because going through the stats, he didn't have much in the bowling column, so maybe the element of surprise, the Caversham strategy here.
Well, we'll get a bit of a look at him here, bowling to Bob, all right. See if he allows him to settle. Full on leg stump. It's pushed out for the single. Well, a real loosener, that one.
Good to have you with us, Booty, part of the Midland Brigade there. May get Midland on next week as we look to go down to Helena Valley and Boyer Oval for their A-grade match against Midland. So good to have Donny with us, not my dulcet tones all day. And a dot ball there, well worked by Kipple.
Certainly a better length on that occasion, rather than the waist-high full toss.
Oh,
Again, over pitches, eyes lit up, and that's 4 all day. You've got to take advantage of them.
well, good thing he hit it, because
Yeah, direction was all right, but
so high.
ankle-high full tosses, it's if you're not getting them away, then
You should be down
you
in,
may be down playing with me and Albie.
and me. That's good to see LB stepping up at Swan Valley, though. It's part of the suburban turf cricket, so not the opposition, but oh dear, that was loose.
Wide call.
And Keith Worsley agrees. Well, the old saying, mate, if you don't know where it's going as a bowler, the batsman's got no idea, so
It's a good theory to work off. You only need to get one right to get a wicket. Oh, and he gets one right there. That's a ripper of a delivery. So it's the licorice all sorts this over so far, Noel.
yeah, it works. And a good last ball to finish. 6 off the over. 2 for 63 after 10. This is when I show that I can do maths, because the current run rate, a whole 6.3 per over, and ask me in 2 overs time.
Well, I mean, and it's been a good effort from Caversham to pull this one back. It was Coolbinia getting off to a flying start. They were 10 and over after the first 4. I can do that math too, 40 after 4. So we're both good at math.
Yeah, we are. And that's what makes it such great commentary here on the community sports show for the Perth Swan Cricket Association, proudly brought to you thanks to ID Athletic and Vision Decor. And I think we might have a bowling change now. Iqbal Sandhu, a mystery to us. One of the... I'm getting told off that he's played, but doesn't mean he's been on my show.
Yeah.
Or our show, I should say. Sorry, I'm not used to having come here.
It's still your show, mate. I'm just invading for the day.
I know, welcome invasion. Unlike some in this country's history, but that's a different story. Single to open up with.
It's an interesting bowling action.
They call it round arm.
Yeah, it's one of those ones I always hated facing.
Just dragging a couple off leg side now. No one behind square. On the leg side. No need for them if you bowl like that.
Absolutely. Good length, good pace through the air.
Well watched. That's the phrase you use, isn't it?
Very, very well watched indeed. Wasn't too far away from that off stump, but just kept an eye on it. Didn't get himself in trouble by forcing himself to play at it. Oh, and chops down on that one.
Well,
It's been a good start from Sandhu.
second half, this first session. Caversham in for a third.
Again, he's having a good long look at it.
Oh, dominoes over so far, lots of dots.
He singled the first delivery and that's about it. First time he liked what he saw but couldn't get it away. Low on the bat. Straight to cover for no run. Just the one off it.
So 11 overs gone. Caversham have Coolbinia West Perth 2 for 64 after winning the toss and electing to bat on a warm day here in Perth.
Second over for Sukhvinder Kibble. On the leg side and squeezes that through for one. It's a good, well run.
There's the first beers bought for us of the season as well. Finding the fielder there. Just a 3 on leg side. As Coolbinia West Perth look to build here, just a couple of other clubs in the competition this year. Lesmurdy Mazenod coming up after winning B grade. There's a wide. And Midland also promoted after a good season in the B division last year. Look forward to seeing those two sides in action. Yes.
Just a little bit of a round the grounds, Midland. They're batting, they're 3 for 42 in their game, with Matt McDermott taking a couple of wickets for Scarborough.
Good start by the Sharks then, they'll be happy with that.
And plenty of runs being scored in the Dianella Mundaring game, but plenty of wickets as well. So Dianella 5 for 72 after 11 overs. Bailey O'Keefe with 42 off 21. 3 wickets for Daniel Thomas.
It's exactly what you'll get across our competitions here, Donny. We're not here for a long time. A good time is all we want. As Kipple comes in, gets the appeal, gets the denial, going down leg, signalled there by Keith Worsley. Good appeal though, strong, passionate, supported by his teammates, but all to no avail. Just 2 runs off the over, 2 for 66. Well, Phil Ross, good to have you with us, one of the Coolbinia West Perth faithful there, watching from Lyon in France. Ooh la la. Good to have you with us, Phil. Hope you're well and enjoying a holiday. I presume it's a holiday if you've moved over there. Half your luck. Been to France?
I have not, no. I've never got that far north of the equator.
They're over there for the World Cup.
Oh, they're there for the World Cup. Gosh.
Rugby World Cup.
Oh. not talking too much about the Rugby World Cup at the moment, are we, Donny?
Not as Wallabies fans. I'm sure some of our Kiwi friends and South African friends might be talking a little bit more about it, but oh, he's got the edge, the finger goes up, they've got the wicket, the breakthrough that Caversham were looking for. They've turned the screws over the last few overs and they deserve that wicket.
Well, that's the third wicket down now. 3 for 66. The boys saying g'day to each other there. Love the love. Shared across the world. The Community Sports Show. Taking local sports to you, our beautiful global audience. Each and every week, be sure to tune in Wednesday nights as well as we do a review of the week that was and the week that will be for Perth Swan cricket. Well, faint edge, mate, but an edge nonetheless. He knew he was gone.
Mandeep Singh's better.
And the new batsman in, Mandeep Singh. I'll tell you something off air later about a player we had at our club by that name. 8.92 Mandeep's average here. So he'll be looking for some settling stages here. Just getting a few mentions about my appearances at the Waffle Grand Final.
Bal Sandhu continues after getting the wicket. Got the breakthrough. Following the Mandeep Singh. New man at the crease.
Nervous man, I suspect. Quality batsman. The call from Chris Mock online. Well, we'll wait and reserve our judgment, I suspect. Wicket maiden so far.
Could well be the second for the match.
Yeah, well watched.
Yeah, just straight over the top of the off stump just about. Left on length. The live scores through Play HQ, but I don't know what's happened to the live scores here at this game because it's stopped updating.
We'll have a chat to the bloke in front of us because that's who's doing it. Single to the total.
It spoils the wicket maiden, but still 1 run and a wicket off the overs. Nothing to be sneezed at.
Well, 13 overs gone from none for 40 to 3 for 67. Coolbinia West Perth now being asked the question. Questions also being asked of Dianella, Helena Valley, Mundaring and Scarborough. Although Scarborough, based on what you said, getting off to a bit of a belter there. Been in the A-grade competition for a number of years, haven't really featured in finals. That one there from Kipple will get the talk up, as you mentioned before there, Donny. Just a bit of a different vibe out there at the moment.
Definitely with 3 wickets down. That one's called as wide.
Now we have to give credit, as Keith Worsley signals the wide there. Perth Swan Cricket Association have done some extensive recruitment in the off-season, and after years of struggling, have a roster of 89 umpires across the grades. Every level will have an umpire, so a great outcome for the association there.
That's tremendous. It's always a struggle, I think, in just about any competition, any community sport. Oof, there's a no ball. Full toss, a bit too high on that occasion.
Sundry's the top scorer of this over so far.
Well, he said it throughout this spell that he's had a few like that, and then he has a couple of others that land right in the right spot. That was not exactly where he wanted that one to go. Overcorrected, dragged it down. Only cost him the one run though.
We have technical issues on my HQ already. Technical issue on the PSCA.
Ah, yes, that's why the old tech issues, a problem not unfamiliar with here on the Community Sports Show. But pleasingly, I see it affecting ESPN and other broadcasters as well, so I take comfort from that, as Coolbinia take comfort from the single there. Play HQ down. And if you want to keep the heat out, then why not put the curtains down from Vision Decor? Any nexus, Donnie.
Absolutely.
Any nexus.
Yeah, anything you can do to give some extra airtime to the all-important sponsors now. Find whatever segue you can.
Oh, don't worry, I do. And sometimes they're tenuous. But we're very lucky, because the reality is this van was in fact part paid for thanks to our fabulous sponsors. 4 off the over. Takes it to 3 for 71 after 14. But you know, the days of sitting on the back of utes and under marquees in all sorts of weather and on top of dodgy scaffolding, you know, we are very well looked after here by
because I'm used to the NRLWA competition, and there's no dodgy scaffolding there. It's all high quality scaffolding.
I'll have to get your people to talk to my people then, although I don't need those people anymore.
No, you've got a fantastic setup here. No air conditioner though, mate.
Big 2-metre window here. You can get all the air you like. You can turn the fan up behind you if you're feeling I'm looking at this summer as an opportunity to drop the weight I put back on over winter. $14.
14.
Well, there's the first fine for the umpire.
That's what I said.
Well, my little tip to all the 89 umpires out there as a seasoned campaigner of 20 plus years, I used to get laughed at occasionally, but I carried a little bum bag, a fanny pack, whatever you'd like to call it. And in there I had my notepad, I had a spare bail, I had a spare marker and everything like that, because, as you mentioned, mate, community cricket, you have to rely on the people around you, and sometimes you just got to keep track of who's where, otherwise every 5 overs you get... Whose turn is it? How many they had? Oh, that one wide.
Well, I thought about the second, but opted against it, so...
Conserving energy, perhaps.
Oh, and you've struggled to tick the scoreboard over, an opportunity to take 2. Must have been tempting.
I would have thought that, you know, we talk about it every year, put the big steps in early, give yourself a chance for the second. I thought it was there, but I'm not the batsman.
When When you've been out there a while, I can understand not wanting to take too many twos, but early on in your innings, getting a little leg side, but batsman unable to take advantage of it. He just tried to squeeze that fine. There's no fielders down in that vicinity. Unable to execute. Well, plays late, a misfield, takes advantage of that to get the run. 3 for 73.
Was desperately reverting back to rock and chisel.
Oh,
dear, that's
one. Through everyone. We'll run all the way down to the fence for 4. 4 byes.
Well, the bowler never happy when the keeper let them through.
There's always maybe a bit of a compliment to the bowler, the fact that the keeper wasn't even close to it.
Yeah, there wasn't... When you're up at the stumps, and, you know, I've learned this with lacrosse and goalkeeping, the reality is you literally have a 1/10 of a second, if that, to see. So my hat goes off to anyone that takes the gloves.
Absolutely, particularly in cricket, that you lose the ball behind the batter as well. Not quite sure exactly where it is at any given point in time. Trying to position yourself as best you possibly can, but not the easiest of tasks.
Well, 15 overs gone, 3 for 77. 77.
I'll get you 77, 87, 87.
Oh, no, sorry, 77.
Oh,
Yeah, that's...
We haven't missed 10.
Yeah, I was going to say I'll accept 1 or 2 variation, but not a whole 10. All right, what are we going to get this over?
Just go total of them. Just go total of them, catch up.
Snick.
Oh, well,
Got a
he
hand
moved
to it.
well there, it slipped. Got a hand to it. Couldn't hold on, no.
Well, I mean, it's almost like he could have padded that up. He's got the support behind him as well, but quick opportunity. Kipple comes in. That one just wide of the fielder. Races away towards the boundary. Mandeep Singh with a nice 4 to his name. It's up 81 now on the board for the loss of 3 with Davis Bode sitting out injured at the moment after taking a ball to the head. Other matches today, Les Murdy Masnod taking on Helena Valley. Midland at home in that, what I can only presume is a slugfest up against the Scarborough Sharks. Not exactly shark weather here out in the valley, but from daring.
So wicket falls. Picked out the fielder. He's had a couple of goes at trying to pick him out. First one was just wide and went to the boundary. That one is swallowed up. 4 down.
So that was Mandeep Singh, according to me. 4 for 81. 16th over in progress here on the Community Sports Show. Thanks to Vision Decor and ID Athletic. Good to have you with us there, Turks, part of the Allenbrook royalty and well known across the cricket competition. Oh, that's a rookie mistake. You put your clip at the bottom. Is it because it was blowing? I can give you another. If you ever get inside the broadcast van viewers, there's a little shelf we keep our things on. Custom built with a lip so that we can hide the bottom of our clipboards on it. What have you got there, Donny? Any updates around the grounds or my cricket? Play HQ.
Play HQ now. So yeah, Midland 3 for 60 off 15.2 against Scarborough. Dianoa 14.2 gone. They are 6 for 79 or 6 for 80 now against Mundaring. So they're losing some wickets. Daniel Thomas 3 for 33. Lachlan Walter 2 for 33. Corey Smith the other wicket taker there.
Daniel Thomas stepping up as captain for Mundaring this year. Good to see him leading from the front there. They're looking forward to a big season. They only just held on in the last round of the season last year to A grade, so they will look to build on that. 1 for 4 takes the score to 4 for 81 off 16 here at Bennett Springs Community Sports Oval, Swan Valley for the Perth Swan Cricket Association.
Who was the new batsman in?
Bikramjit Singh coming in now, 18.6 using round figures. Russ Handy online asking if I'm going to the Lynn Medal. Unfortunately not, mate. I'll let you enjoy yourself there. Fins up for the Sharks after a great win in the grand final.
I think the only game anybody really cares about in the Waffle is the reserve grade. So Mighty Black Ducks getting that premiership. So, but good on the.
If they care about the reserve so much, why do they play at 9 o'clock in the morning?
I was there for that one. But fantastic to see the Sharks get the premiership after it has been a bit of a while between drinks.
I was lucky enough to be head trainer there, and I won 2 while I was there, but none of them in the league. One with the Colts, one with the reserves. Then we lost a grand final, I think that was against Claremont, and we lost one of the old Foxtel Cup grand finals. In a rain-affected match, we lost by 3 points, kicked 2 goals, 17.
It was a little bit like that in the reserve grade grand final. I think Swan Districts probably should have won by 50 but couldn't kick straight, so ended up being a very close game.
I'll just shoulder in arms there. .83 on the board. It's a bit like last night, Russ. I couldn't get to the Swanath Velpervin medal either. Sporting broadcast commitments come in first these days. It's that one just teasing the bowler, teasing the keeper, hung the bat out there, nothing to beat. Well, Drink's just a few overs away now.
It's one of those leaves that almost looks like he's playing a shot.
Yeah.
Halfway in between, thought about it.
You hang the bat out there, you risk that faint edge, but
We've gone up.
well, lots of appealing and still appealing, but that'll be enough now, says Keith Worsley, not out. Bit of a smile and a fist pump there from the wicket keeper to the batsman.
You got to think the edge off the thigh pad that occasion. So there's definitely a noise there, but not bat, says the umpire. And
Oh,
wow,
dear.
that's a beautiful shot. Well, the shots of the day. 4 runs down on one knee. Slog sweep.
I think the term you sought there was a sweet sweep. Well, big way to finish off the over with a powerful 4 there. I'll just confirm 5 off, boys.
6 off.
6 off, so that'll take it to 87. Strangely enough, the Aussies feared number.
That's it. That's the unlucky number.
Well, if you're a batsman that gets that high up.
13 short of 100.
I used to get nervous when I'd get into the 8s. Just the 8.
Trying to get to double figures.
Yep.
We've had a change in bowler.
Ready, bowler name.
There's been a bit of a mix-up, a chance at the bowler's end. He tried to leap over it or kick the ball. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there, but
Out of all that, who did we settle on, fellas?
Rollock. Ravinder Rollock.
He must be a mystery man. Not on the team sheet.
Number 4.
Well, we'll believe them, but it's not on our team sheet, so Coolbinia West Perth, just giving you the heads up, and Caversham, you can double the drinks we get for free every time there's a fielder or player. We'll get him to move for you. Show us the score sheet, the team list, please. Oh, bouncing 1. That's why we've got the guys sitting here, so we can do all that. Do we got? Oh, no. Despite your best laid plans.
yep.
Another dot to the collection. No. 18th over in progress. 4 for 87 after 17. Drinks coming up after 20. Important here for Coolbinia West Perth, just to settle it down. Lose another wicket. That's the end of the 18th. Just the one off it.
Ravinder Rollock, the mystery bowler, as we found out.
Well, when we do footy commentary and they change the numbers or whatever they do, we just call them Phantom. P1, P2, Phantom 1, Phantom 2. So we'll send a friendly reminder to all the clubs. If they need their shirts to have numbers on them, they can get that done at ID Athletic for all your sporting apparel and club merchandise needs. ID Athletic can help build your identity. That's a bang. That's into the construction zone, I think. Keith Worsley indicates a 6.
Well, it's a bit of a mission to try and get this back.
We I asked Mike Ash the other day about the snake pit at William Henry, whether it had been filled in. He said no. I think we've got a snake pit all of our own out there, because my wife came home from a park run this morning and said there's photos of a snake on the track at another venue. Well, it is summer, so be aware. Yours?
I know my wife's very wary of walking the dog around the sort of man-made lakes around Dillenbrook and the Vines, and tiger snakes are certainly out and about at the moment.
Yep.
We do have the ball, we've managed to get it back. Fetched it out of the pit. Lucky it's not the Kalgoorlie pit, but
It'd still be on its way down the bottom, I reckon.
the biggest shot of the day. Pressure put back on to Iqbal Sandhu. Let's see how he responds. He's gone at it again, diving towards the ball. Got a hand to it but couldn't hold on. Well, would have been a classic catch. Did well to make up the ground there, but unable to hold it.
Good effort, and that's what you need on a warm day. Step up. You know, you can say couldn't make it, but give yourself a chance at least. That one straight to the fielder.
They certainly don't look like they're batting to get to the drinks break, Noel. They're starting to wind up, get the scoreboard ticking again.
That six certainly helping their cause.
Oof.
Feast or famine. One ball to come this over, 19th over, drinks after 20.
Squeezed away for one. Biggest over for a little while.
9 by my count.
8. 8 to the other.
8 to the over.
Four for 96.
Was the 18th a maiden then, boys?
Yes. 95 minutes. Yeah, we'll get so this is 20. That's the 20th over.
I said before, the umpire, I'd expect umpires to know when the overs are. They have the benefit of not having to remember. They've got a counter.
Squeeze that one behind point. Runs away for 4. And that brings them to 99.
I love the angst amongst the scorers in front of us. For all of our hard work here, they're struggling just as much as us, so... 20th over in progress here on the Perth Swan Cricket Association. A grade one-day competition. Proudly brought to you by Vision Decor and ID Athletic. Vision Decor keeping the sun out of the van here today. Thanks, Mike.
So we get the stumps reset as one was rolled back and the stumps apart. Slows that one down leg side. They get A wide plus an extra run. So 2 wides. That brings up the 100.
Not the most glorious way to do it, but look, as they say, it doesn't matter because it all shows in the scorebook, not how you got it, simply that you got it. So 4 down for 101, Coolbinia West Perth.
Woolite continues. Short of a length, just defended straight back to him, no run. Get a slower ball and then an effort ball. You could hear the effort in the
Monica
release.
Salas grunt, I call it.
Definitely mixing up the pace.
Well, that's good bowling, really. You know, creating uncertainty in the mind of the batsman.
Absolutely. What do you got for this delivery? Well, he's picked it up and hit it right over into the toilet block for 6.
Alright, and what a way to wrap up the first session of the first game of round 1 in Perth Swan Cricket Association. 12 runs off the 20th over sees Coolbinia West Perth 4 down as we take, well, we'll stay on there, players will take a break. If we take one, we have to reset and then I have to count 4 lots of innings. Well, as the boys head off for a drink, $107 for 4.
107 for 4.
That is correct. 107 for 4 after the opening 20 overs of the Perth Swan Cricket Association. Thanks to our broadcast sponsors, ID Athletic. For all your sporting apparel and club merchandise needs, let ID Athletic help you and your club build your identity, as well as Vision Decor, curtains, blinds, awnings. As I found out Wednesday night, even hybrid floorings. Vision Decor for all your curtains, keep the summer sun at bay, as well as Ashby Farrell White Arch. For all your real estate needs, Ashby Farrell White Arch can help you manage your properties. Leasing, renting, buying, selling. At Ashby Farrell White Arch help you make your move into the real estate market. And our final sponsor for this segment, Barna Construction. If you want something big built, build it with Barna.
Pretty warm out there?
It is warm. Giving it a little bit of
Well, it's been a fantastic opening session, Noel. Davis Bode gave us some fireworks there early on. And 33 off 20 before the live scoring.
Until he was taken out.
Yeah, we got the short delivery that got a top edge up into his own helmet. Faced one more delivery, but had a headache, so decided to make his way off the ground. Not sure at this stage if he's going to be back, but he really did light it up early. They were 40 off the opening 4 overs, and Caversham, they really reeled them back in. Some good bowling. Satish Insan picking up a couple of wickets. Balsandu towards the back end there, a couple of good overs as well. He got himself a wicket to boot. Went at 4 for 107 at the break. We have a little bit of a look at some of the other games around the grounds that do have the live scoring still ticking on. Midland up against Scarborough. It's 4 for 95 in that one. Lee Golpham, the captain there for Midland, is 46 off 45 and playing a real captain's knock to get them back in after they were in a little bit of trouble. 3 for 23.
Unlike the first one,
There's a good fight back there by Midland.
Dianella, 6 for 95 up against Mundaring. So they're digging their heels in somewhat with Andrew Robertson, 13 off 35, refusing to go away, and Wajestri is 2 off 15. So they're not scoring at a rate of knots, but with 6 down, they've just got to stay in there, keep the fight going, and try and bat out the overs.
100%. Having a look across the local loan company first grade matches there, I can see that Les Murdy Mazenod up against SKLP. Les Murdy Mazenod currently 4 for 66.
Yeah, we all good.
Belmont 3 for 39. So the first day blues start into effect across the competition, because Forestfield 3 for 55. And in the last match there, Bayswater Postals have Swanview 3 for 63, so not bad, I guess, really. That is the 2-day format, so they get to face out 70 overs each.
Just looking at the second grade as well, and Caversham at 5 for 58. In that 2-day game against the Ellenbrook Cricket Club. Vaughan Styles, 5 overs, 3 for 8. Has had a very nice start there for the Rangers. Ferndale Inwood, 2 for 43 up against Ascot. Just ticking along at the moment.
The big questions over Ascot there. I'll call it as it is. They've underperformed for a couple of seasons now. They'll be looking to get some wins on the board early.
But, you see the reason why you don't do a lot of 2-day cricket there, though. Lewis Fraser, the opening batsman, 12 off 82.
Yeah. Enough said there.
But, we're back here live after drinks.
By Keith Worsley waves to all and sundry, says hello, and here we go. Ball cut into the ground to open up the second half of this Coolbinia West Perth innings. 4 for 107 after 20 overs with Davis Bode not out, so he can come back in if he feels up to it. Heat won't help his headache.
Certainly not. I'm pretty sure he was over at the huddle though during the drinks period, so he's still around, which is a good sign. Just played back straight to the bowler, Iqbal Sandhu. Always a nervy period straight after drinks, but drags that one down, takes advantage. Fielder out there in the deep though, keeps it to 1. Although the overthrows might make that 2.
Don't mind if we do. Thank you very much.
It's a good arm down there on the boundary. A little bit too good for the wicket keeper though. Overshot the target. Another thing bowlers don't like.
When the batsman hits it and they appeal for something.
Well, I was just thinking when the batsman gets 2 runs when there should only be 1.
Yeah.
One goes against the bowler's stats. Unkindly at times, that one dragged down leg side. No
inside the line, and that's the thing. As an umpire, I used to get asked, isn't it automatic wide down leg side? But the reality is, many a ball, if you had any ability, certainly in A grade, you'd just flick it off the pads and run it away for 1 or 2. And rely on cheap runs, just like I say, don't appeal for cheap free kicks, get in and earn it. Tough love from Knowlesy.
He's always interesting with the lines being in the same spot, whether you're a left-hander, right-hander.
Couple of fielding changes here.
I can tell you if I was bowling, I would have expected that to be called wide. There's a few I wasn't too happy with in the last few seasons.
Bowler's day.
PJ Canwell. I believe is the bowler coming in. Keeping the hat on backwards. Style points or deductions.
So can you say that again? VJ. Oh yeah, gotcha. Thank you.
Well, clearly it didn't help his bowling. Although that said, he gets the outside edge, races away for 1.
How many did you have off the last over there, Noel?
I had 2.
For 111. There's a couple off this over already as well. The wide and the single.
Kenwa.
His figures make him look dangerous. Best bowling a 5 for 25.
Well, it's interesting because on the leg side is pulling backward square round to deep square and bowls outside off.
It's a very strong offside field. There's only 2 on the onside. The man in the deep mid on, but there's not a lot of protection on the onside at all. So he's got to keep it outside off. Underneath edge here. Runs down towards that third man region.
Just the one.
And with the one, we just see a bit of a movement in the field.
The buys.
Oh, they called that last one buys, not off the bat.
Bowler won't mind. Keeper will be upset. The score overall doesn't change. I have to say, after having filmed lacrosse all winter and a few footy games, it's much nicer to have a game where I can just set the camera and occasionally move it if they hit it. One less job, but another job for someone out there if you'd like that one.
Very risky flick there. Finds the gap between the fielders in the deep. The squarer of the fielders there didn't seem to move at all. And there's 4 runs added to the total.
Seven off the over by my count. Hang on, I'll give you a sandbag to put on them if you want. Squirrel's losing all their pieces of paper. So,
May as well use your iPad. It's just a paperweight here today. The live scoring not working, so we're back to the old school.
While we wait for the next over, just to look in the B division, also playing one day today. Forestfield 7 for 84 against Shokine Pilbara. Brabham 4 for 111, got the Nelson there. Against Coolbinia West Perth. Carlisle in a bit of trouble, 6 for 685, while Glen Forest 5 for 109 off 25 overs. In the second grade or B division one day.
Thanks for Sandu there. His last delivery he gets a fair bit of bounce. Obviously that loopy action does tend to get more purchase. Reared up off a length. That one full diving! Again, gets two hands to it, but it was just the fingertips.
Well,
Spills what would have been another great catch.
won't die wondering, will they?
It was struck very firmly. It wasn't the best of deliveries, but we know they're quite often the ones that get you the wickets.
Yes. There is a phrase we can't say on air.
Yeah, we all know what it is.
I'd have to set YouTube as not suitable for children.
The last one was too full. That one he drags down. You see that so often. The overcorrection from a bowler. Just the one run.
Couple of locals out here enjoying the park as well. Good to see. Great ball. That was a good ball.
Very good delivery. I think out of the hand he was ready to open up the shoulders and just sort of came back a little bit and it was too tight for him to play and ends up just leaving it. On a little shorter, he's able to cut it behind square. Gets almost to the rope. And they get a couple.
Four off the over, I think.
Yep.
120 comes up. Loss of 4 wickets, 23 overs gone here on the Perth Swan Cricket Association A grade one-day competition, proudly brought to you on the Community Sports Show thanks to ID Athletic Vision Day Call. If you'd like to sponsor the stats, open to that. If you'd like to sponsor the scoreboard every time we mention a score, I'm open to that. Have a chat to me. Sponsorship package is available for all price points. Get your club out there. Or your
Four
business.
for 120 on insert sponsor scoreboard.
Correct. No, it's actually not a bad deal because you get more mentions than
Just about anyone.
just about anyone. Yeah. Well, that wall.
It's going to be wides. It's just a matter of how many. It'll be 3 wides at least. Certainly not pushing between the wickets, but
I think that's our first 3 of the day.
2 run.
Yeah, well, that's still 3.
Yeah.
First time I've written a number.
Yeah, three added to the total. That's all that matters for Coolbinia. Straight down the ground. He's over. That'll be 6.
Right there.
Catch, mate, buddy. Yeah, well, man.
Took the catch right on the line.
Well, placement, precision perfect there.
He needed to be Glenn Maxwell to chuck that one back in, and did well just to take it. Another wide one, and Vijay Kanwar has not got it right at all in this round 1 fixture. Another 2 wides. bowlers often do when they get a couple wrong. Just change
Switch
the
it
angle.
up. Yep.
And dragging that one down leg side. The keeper does well to dive full length, but another wide.
Getting the work out, isn't he? So too is Keith Worsley.
Gets that one a little bit straighter.
Oh yes, how's that?
Optimistic shout.
Yep.
It's but it hit his
I-
pad, sir. That's
Even I wouldn't give it that. And I've got the nickname in this competition as Trigger. When it's 5 o'clock, though, it might be a different decision.
depends on the state of the game. Turn one now, just trying to rush the batter. Had to wait on that one. Squeezes it out to the onside for a single.
I believe it's 2. 2 to come. 2 to come.
A few extra deliveries in this over.
Well, it's been a good one, though, for Coolbinia West Perth, no doubt about that. Until that shot.
Because again, just head was all over the place as he swung wildly at one, but got nowhere near it, to be honest. Squeezes that one down towards third man. They'll get a couple. So he's dropped his bat. No harm done though.
2 to finish.
Count them up, Knowles.
15 by me. 135 for 4 after 24. Here on the insert your name scoreboard. Vote for none of the above. Just say a big shout out to you all online, wherever you are. You're here on the Community Sports Show, where we take local sports to a global audience. And I said ooh la la to Phil Ross earlier. I should have said bonjour. My French, when I did travel Europe, was the least of my successful language attempts.
Oui, oui, oui.
You've been talking to my doctor again.
They're telling lots of tales out of school.
Alright, here we go. 25th over coming up. Came off a bit high up the bat there, I think.
Yeah, not the sweetest of sounds, was it? But it squeezes away for one.
I don't mind this ground because the scorers are actually in front of us. They're following our shade, so this works well. Been near West Perth.
Nice cut shot. Got it very square. Plenty of work to do in the deep. Does it well. Fires it back in as well. So good work all round.
At least one off the runs there. Probably 2 if we're honest.
Got a couple. Oof. Well, he was through that shot before the ball even got to him. So no run. It's been one of the the features, I think, of Caversham's bowling is the changes of pace. It has kept Coolbinia West Perth guessing when they have been going hard at the ball.
Speaking of slow balls, big shout out to our friend of the show, Pavel Florin. Speaking of slow balls, he is the world record holder for the slowest ball.
Again, just dangling it outside off, a little tempter. Not tempted on that occasion.
3 off the over, 1 ball to come.
Lots of movement. It was well outside off and pulls it to the onside for the single. Well, that was the definition of premeditated, I think, Nosey.
Yes, mate. Unless, of course, he turns and tries to ramp it. In which case, you know that one halfway through the bowler's run up. So single to finish, 4 off the over. 139. For just 4 wickets down. Much easier to see the comments this way. Oh, no, don't block Chris, he's a good bloke.
Bowler's mate. Is it back to Winda? Sekinda or Winda? Sekinda?
Yeah, Sukhvinder Kipple.
Winda? Kipple, yes, Sekinda. Thank you. Yeah.
So 25 overs gone, 4 for 139. Here at Bennett Springs Community Oval.
Vinder Kipple in for his second spell. He's got underneath that. Coming forward, no one's going to get to it. It's going to land in between everyone. Well placed.
Yep. As they say, pick your fielder.
In the end, it was probably the bowler that was the closest man to it.
Caught and bowled from 40 metres up, that'd be a good one.
Just a dab to the cover fielder. No run. Well, he's
Chance.
a chance. Slapped back at him, always difficult to take.
And no one to get cross at but yourself.
Well, it's also one where you can do yourself some damage as well. He's rubbing the hand. The fingers will be sore. Ooh, and then beats the outside edge. Welcome back to the 23-24 season. Cricket back on the airwaves. Kipple once more, outside off, just squeezed away behind square, no run.
Well, there's a battle here because Coolbinia West Perth were cruising, then they got steamrolled, and I think they've settled down here at the moment. These two batsmen starting to just pick their shots a little bit easier. Just a one off, unless I'm told otherwise. 140 the mark. 26 overs gone.
Bowler's name?
Krishna.
Krishna Danasingh. Well, run rate currently cruising at 4.38 on the Knowlesy scoreboard here.
You've got to think there's got to be a bowler that they target here at some point. When you get into the depth of the bowling, is this the one that they go after? And it looks likely that one hits the fence on the full. The big six. Krishna Danasingh under pressure immediately.
Well, not much you can do about that as a bowler. The batsman saw it beautifully. Unlike that one.
There hasn't been a lot of consistency. He's struck a couple of them fantastically well.
I'll have to take my instructional videos off YouTube. Too many people playing those sort of shots.
Cuts at that one, straight to the fielder though. So again, a fairly strong offside field. There is some gaps on the onside. You can work it in that general direction. Well wide. Of off stump on that occasion, too wide.
Two wides or just one?
No, just the way.
Just checking. I'm a cheeky fella like that.
He straightens that one up nicely. Squares him right up. Did not get that one in anywhere near the direction he was aiming. Off the Q-tip straight back towards the bowler. Slaps that one down the ground for one. No one backing up.
Two. So 2 runs. 9 off the over. 149 for 4 after 27. Coolbinia West Perth. This match brought to you thanks to Vision Decor and ID Athletic.
Yeah, we'll fix that. It's all good. We'll just better than dot. Yeah, we'll put up there. Yeah, just put the dot. Yeah, it's fine. We'll fix it.
Peter Sharp online. Big shout out to Sharpie, one of the Coolbinia West Perth faithful.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to fix all that up. Yeah, my fault.
It's like the Sooks in the United Arab Emirates. Lots of bartering going on here. Big shout out to all those going to Bali. Oh, he pulled that from offside.
One run.
And that's the 150 brought up
Should be, yeah.
with that single. 27.1 in the books. Giving themselves a decent platform to launch from. Still some wickets in hand. Probably a few more as we get down towards that last 10. I really look to accelerate. But again, just punching that one down the ground for one.
Well, that's the advantage of their position at the moment. You know, 150 up, still got 11 overs to go. take every single you can get, because that all adds up at the end and is something that Coolbinia West Perth hope that Caversham can't chase down.
Dot ball there. Good ball.
Oh, we'll try that one again.
Yeah, take two here for Sukavenda. Well, again, anything that hits the pads is at least a half shout now. That one pitched about a metre outside leg, and
No, you don't ask, you don't get.
it was going about 2 metres over the top, but yeah, still a half shout.
Well, you have to ask, because I sometimes recall the story I share of literally as an umpire. Bloke got hit on the pads and the bowler started walking back to his mark. No one said anything. And as the bowler was walking back, he said, "By the way, how was that?"
His fielder's in play, he's coming forward. He'll do well to catch it. He's held onto it, a little bobble at the end. Takes the catch and the wicket falls.
Well, good breakthrough there for Caversham. They needed one. And the old saying is, I think that's Sukvinder Kippel with the ball. It's an important breakthrough now. 5 down, 151 by me. He gets some applause as he makes his way off. Good knock. Okay. Use my... I'm going to have to set a little chalkboard up here and find myself every time I say my cricket. They can't get in to play HQ. The scorers here having some internet connectivity challenges, as Chris Mock said. Internet in Caversham, not always the best. Brenton watching on the big screen down there at William Henry. Oh, it wouldn't be at William Henry. Oh, it might be. He's gone back to set up. So, all right, new over brings new opportunities. 5 for 151. "28 overs gone in this A Division 1 day grade." And final replay, Coolbinia West Perth getting the outs last year over, or earlier this year I should say, over Caversham.
Gets the dot just inside the markers there. Allowed through to the keeper. That one on leg stump line. Again, unable to get enough on it to get it past the keeper, so another dot. Dana Singh working through this over quickly. It's his third delivery already, and another dot. It's always good when you can get an over like this, where you can just hurry up the batsman before they know it, the over's finished, and that one struck pretty close. Again, pitching outside leg is the indication there from umpire Worsley. Always going to be difficult for the bowler from this angle. And squeezes that one fine for a leg bite. Brenton, not at William Henry until 4:35, so not there just yet.
No, he's out and about, no doubt, checking out their second grade team up against Allenbrook today.
Allenbrook were going pretty well in that one last time I looked.
Well, that's a maiden.
Well,
Don't think
just
that-
the leg bite. What was the one leg bite?
152 for 5, 29 down.
Is that correct? 152? 153?
153. Brenton saying that Caversham have at least stemmed the bleed, so Kipple and for his, I heard the scorers there say he's last, second last, so he's had 7, or in his 7th. Gives 1 away to start.
Just had the high back lip looking to swing, but checked his shot. He doesn't check that shot. That's a great slap for 4 runs.
Oh, score there in that second grade match. Caversham now 5 for 90. The score here 158. A loss of 5. Breeze starting to pick up. That'll be a welcome relief to the players out there.
Another dot.
Good fight back by Kipple.
It's always difficult when you know the opposition's looking to increase the scoring rate. You've got to make sure you get every delivery right. He's got most of them right in this over.
3 dots, a single, just the 1 boundary. And a
He's called
wide.
wide.
How's a 50-50 there? Will I, won't I?
He thought about it. Yep, that is the wide. I think the wicketkeeper might have talked him into it. He skipped out and kept going down leg side. And I can't time that one.
Here and 7 off the over. 160.
7 or 6?
Well, I had 6, but I heard 7 out there. I don't know, it's always entertaining when the scorers are negotiating.
6 is the final score.
Well, the pleasing part is that's what I had.
I'm squeezed into the offside, a quick single. They get through for it. That's 1.
It's the 160. Well, if they can just limit the boundaries, and I know that sounds like basic cricket, but 10 overs remaining here. Caversham need to keep this. I'd be saying if you can keep it under 200, they've done all right, given the start they were up against. But
There's a wide, that won't help.
that does not help.
And when you're giving away some free runs. And hit down the ground. The fielder's in play, takes a comfortable catch, and another wicket falls. Well, that certainly helps to stem the runs if you can keep taking wickets.
So that's 6 down now with Davis Bode in the shed.
Coming out now, I believe. Went off the field earlier after copping one in the melon.
Self-inflicted.
Yes.
No one likes to know that, but
He was timing them absolutely beautifully early.
be interesting to see how he goes here, because you'll know 10 overs remaining. Has a 17 average, so it's welcomed back by the keeper. Good sportsmanship there. Thanks for the score
Trying to get the
update.
attention of the umpire so he can get middle. Chasing the shade.
Yep. I knew that was going to be the case, but that's all right. Take care out there. I did put a post up. Always slip, slop, slap. The sunscreen, that is.
Well, Krishnadana Singh with a wicket to his name now. You know, Davis Bode's going to take it right up to him. Chopping that one into the offside.
Well, see, these players have played against each other now for a couple of years, so they know each other, and the challenge here for Davis is to not have his eyes light up, and that's well watched. Into the over. One for two off the over. I'm sticking with what I've got until I'm corrected otherwise, because if you tracking along at home and there's a few of you online, let us know if we get it wrong. Just be gentle when you do it. I'm a sensitive soul.
It's a quick around the ground for another game in this this competition. Midland 8 for 156 against Scarborough. Malik Gorfam, the captain, 61 off 56, so a good knock from him. And a couple of wickets each for Matt McDermott, and Stuart Castula and Zach Gobley.
We'll see, they've got some new recruits, Midland, so be interesting to see how they go.
It's been a watchful start from Davis Bode.
Giving themselves three sides in the one-day competition this year, Midland. A grade, B grade and E grade. So they've recruited. Talking to them just a matter of weeks ago, they weren't sure they'd get two. Now they've got three teams, so well done there. John Morris breaking out the chequebook.
162.
He'll deny that.
A bit wide.
We don't mind if you give away a wide so long as they don't score off the next ball, because it's only one. No damage done.
Surinder Kibble continuing. This might be his last
Should
over,
be
I
his
believe.
last over, I think, yep.
Well, that one's skied to the third man. Takes it comfortably. His second stay out in the middle is short-lived for Davis Bode. Another wicket falls, 7 down.
7 for 163 on the scoreboard here at the moment. 32nd over in progress. Still a couple of balls to come. Well,
Just around the grounds for the other game as well. Mundaring against Dianella. Dianella at 9 for 136. And that one, it looks like they might actually be all out. It's been updated since. All out for 136, and Mundaring about to start their innings.
we'll see. Dianella all out, 136.
Unfortunately, no scores from the Les Murdy Helena Valley game.
One to come. Yep. One. This is his last. Yep.
New to the community sports shows broadcast, Vinda Kippel on ball to come. New batsman is Amrinda Sadana. No, sorry.
I would assume he's VJ Zella.
Oh, he's caught.
Oh,
That cover. First delivery.
by the time we figured it out,
I think that might be, is it VJ Lather? We saw Cigar earlier.
I think it's VJ Leather.
Sohi. Sohi.
I'm pretty sure it's VJ Leather.
You sure?
we're going with VJ Leather.
Well,
Didn't go hell for leather.
first ball duck for him. He actually didn't time that all that badly. Like, he struck it in the middle of the bat, but uppishly played straight to cover. He took it well down low. And the 8th wicket falls.
You draw the duck.
Yeah, mate.
That's it. That's the end of the over as well, I believe. So
Yep, so 8 for 163.
3. Very good on.
I was going to say I'm doing quick math, but there was nothing quick about that.
Well, 2 runs, 2 wickets off the over. A good way to finish the spell for Sukhvinder Kippel.
And he had another one earlier as well, so
And we'll get the
Yeah.
scorers. What figures did he finish with?
Oh, get there. You took
he's crunching his numbers.
3 for 28.
3 for 28. It's a good way to start the season for Sukhvinder. And now they're just looking to get to the end of the overs. Coolbinia.
Well,
Caversham have turned the screws somewhat.
as much as it will be frustrating for Caversham, it's good tactics by Coolbinia. Warm day, keep the opposition out there as long as you can.
Well, he gets a under edge directly behind the wicket keeper. A long run for the fielder. They'd have to be thinking about a third. They eventually decide to come back for the third and they get it. It wasn't the greatest running between wickets. It was an easy 3 there, and they end up having to sprint the last one. That one's a 3.
That's the third. And all run. It's like a long pole goal in lacrosse. Well, it's good to see people putting in the effort. And if you're unfamiliar with lacrosse, basically a long pole is a defender because they've got a long pole to reach around. Oh dear.
Well, did we get the new batsman this time?
Bunker Dale.
Pankaj Dal.
Well, average of 8.7 Pankaj.
He gets that one. The fielder not moving with the grace of a gazelle. Gets the single. He's off and running. Always difficult, that first game of the year. I know every year I played, I couldn't walk for about 3 days after the first round. You haven't used those muscles for 12 months.
No,
So end of that over. 4 from it.
that's what I've got. 167 for 8. After 33 overs, Coolbinia West Perth, as Johnny mentioned. Looking to see out these overs. Big shout out to everyone. You're here on the Community Sports Show with Donnie Bell and me, Noel Nosey Johnston. What do you got a nickname? Belly?
I've had a few over the years. Belly,
That we can
Dinger.
broadcast? Dinger? Yeah, that's not bad. Donnie Dinger Bell.
Donnie Brasco in high school.
Oh, that was in your dreams, brother.
There used to be a greyhound called Donnie Brasco, and every time it won, I had a bloke to come and give me money. I was like, I had nothing to do with it, but no worries.
Wait, no, I think it's Jack D. Is this Rose G? Rose G? Yeah, Rose G. Thank you.
So Rajdeep Jatana comes in for his second spell.
No ball is the call.
Well, I think that's only the second no ball of the match.
Well, that's a front foot no ball, that one. We've had a couple of full toss no balls, but
Well, enthusiasm, I said before, Rajdeep, a passionate man.
Gajdal trying to navigate Caversham's opening bowler, one of their opening bowlers.
Well, good over here for Caversham. Just the one off it so far.
Just keeping an eye on Dale's footwork out there at the minute. There's not a lot to speak of. Sort of stands and swings from wherever he is.
Four dots, one no ball in this, the 34th over of the Perth Swan Cricket Association one day A grade grand final replay here on the Community Sports Show.
Morning tea has arrived. That's the
Yeah,
tea snacks.
I believe it's catered, looks well catered, I have to say. Caversham Cafe, I think. I'm not sponsored by them, so I won't give them too many mentions, but we'll test out their food shortly.
Upishly played through the cover region, no fielder there, so until it gets to the man in the deep. 1 run. Over wicket to the left-hander.
Yeah, one ball to come.
And just played into space, even though it was hit in the air. There's certainly no danger in that. And another single to close out the over.
3 off, 8 for 170 after 34. This match brought to you thanks to ID Athletic, Vision Decor, with support from Barnard Construction and Ashby Farrell White Arch. You admiring my lacrosse World Cup stick there, Donny.
Just having a gander, looking around at all the great memorabilia that you've got in the van here. Always worth if anybody is around in the area to come down and have a look.
I've even got merch for sale these days.
Absolutely.
First few months of the season, people were asking for coffees and hot dogs and chips. I don't know why.
Don't have any of that. But not a food truck, but
Call for the scoreboard, 8 for 170 by us.
Mate, we're only getting over behind, mate. They just get bugger off,
you've got to update every over.
It's just fuel to the fire when I bowl. That's all it is.
Oh, who's the bowler, mate?
We'll get through for the single there. The first ball of this over. Krishna Dana Singh continues.
Oh, well,
Now you got to call it. There's lines there now.
Yeah, it's not going to. He actually stepped out of the way, hoping that would be called a
yeah,
wide,
and that's why the lines are there.
doesn't get his desire at all there. Could have played a shot, decided not to.
And wisely decided not to on that occasion.
Perfectly called. Well, he's tried to play a shot there, and he's
Well, he did
Maybe
play a
it-
shot, not the one he planned, I suspect.
he's got wide, so that's 3 wides.
Okay. Take them any way they come.
Yeah, well,
That's the score mounts. 72, 173 I should say.
when you get down to the point where you are 8 down, you do take any runs you can get as being almost bonus runs. So you're 4 off this over, 174,
Yep.
8 down. Yeah, thought about taking a single. That's wisely sent back. No run. Good fielding there off his own bowling, because there was plenty of space there that the Dale hit into. Pradana Singh just worked overtime to make sure he got there and prevented any chance of a single. That's the end of the over, 4 runs off it. 8 for 174 after 35.
5 overs remaining in this A Division one-day match. Grand final replay, Coolbinia West Perth up against Caversham. And that'll get ignored, no, it'll be acted on, but with disdain.
Well, you should know how many runs are off that over. And
35 done. That's 35 done. Over.
There, 35 done. What have you done, Sam?
you haven't updated the overs, I don't think.
Oh dear viewers, I do smile as I take a deep breath there. Some people are a little bit more precious than...
They knew. Everyone out on the field knew that 35 overs were done. They didn't really need it to be displayed on the scoreboard for them to work that out. And get through for the single there off that one.
There have been games where the scoreboard attendants and scorers have looked at me and asked the score, so, got to stick with it. And currently at the moment, play HQ down. We'll try and get that back up for the second innings.
Dale gets that one through, and a little bobble in the field means that the single is available. So he gets off strike, gets the set batsman in. Sai's been out there for a while. Not sure exactly what he's on, but
No,
he's been there for a while.
we'll steal the score books off the scorers before we go to the afternoon tea break to give you the totals there.
In this field, I'll think about the second. They do come back and we'll get there. Good running from Penco's Dale.
And backed up. 178. 8.
Squirting right up. Straight back to the bowler, no run. Shatana in again. So looks to get that to the onside, but picks out the fielder perfectly. No run.
One
He'll be looking.
to come.
You would think for a single to keep the strike, but he hasn't really been able to get the scoreboard ticking as he would like. Full. There's a chance. They go to Soho's end. I'll get two because it was pretty average throw and no one backing up.
I was backed up at even it on.
Yeah.
2 runs to finish the 36 over, 6 off the over. 180.
Trying to do the overs.
Samuel Friend just does the duties. On the insert your name here scoreboard.
8 for 180. Of course, from 8 for 163. These two have done a pretty good job. Keep the scoreboard ticking without the wickets falling.
Yeah, you would have thought after Davis Bow came back in and then went out almost simultaneously that Coolbinia West Perth might have panicked. It has been a good knock by them to settle down here.
Is this Satish? Satish?
Satish Insan back into the attack now. There's an 18 run average as a bowler, which is 4 times more than he's got as a batsman. That's not the sort of order you'd like that. But that's exactly the sort of bowl you like. And he gets the wicket there with his opening ball of the over.
He's another with a few wickets next to his name in this game. He's been the predominant wicket taker early. Penco's Dole's stand comes to an end.
Now, I could be mistaken, but I think it's going to be Thanuja Arachiji coming in as the final number 11 batsman. Thanuja has been around for a while. Otherwise, I would never have got my tongue around his name. Practice, practice, practice. Well, 9 wickets down, 180 on the board. I said before, if they can keep them under 200, it's a job well done, and I'd suspect they're on track here, Caversham. Tanuja, though, not to be outdone, has a 16.5 batting average.
They're going to need all of that. Final wicket stand. Coolbinia. He gets it away. Well, I'm surprised they didn't have the field up a little bit more on that occasion, just to try and keep him on strike for a few deliveries, but gets away an easy single to get off the mark, and It's new by Surrey back on strike. And he's gone at it. Has he got enough on it? I think he has. Well, he has for 4. And that's exactly what you'd expect when 9 down.
Big shout out to Brad Johnson there. Just reflecting on the fact that he's owing me a phone call. They're part of the development of the community sports show. Looking forward to catching up with Brad. Does a great job out there at Swan Valley.
Yeah, you'll be a good man to catch up with. So again, just tips that one down into the deep for a single.
So he's on 46.
He's on 46, we've just been told, so 4 short of a milestone. And Thanuja, can he help him get there? He knocks that one around the corner for another single. Well, Juji, he's 2 deliveries, 2 runs.
Yep. 1 for 7 off the over though, so
squeezes that one through, beats the fielder. I don't think it'll get to the rope, so they're going to have to run them. He's not going to get the 50 just there.
49.
They will get 3. And that's the end of the over.
1 for 10 off that one. 190 now. Loss of 9 wickets. 3 overs remaining in this community sports show broadcast of the Perth Swan Cricket Association A-grade one-day competition, proudly brought to you thanks to our sponsors, ID Athletic, for all your sporting apparel and club merchandise needs. ID Athletic can help you and your club build your identity. Well, Donnie, 3 overs, can they survive it?
Well, first things first, I think it'd be nice to see this milestone be reached. We don't want the commentators' curse to come into it though. On 49 runs, it's been a nice knock. And deserves some recognition, but still facing some quality bowling. He opens up, puts that one down, and that will be his half century. Thinks about coming back for the second.
No base, high. Brings up the 50. A great knock there. Came in when his team needed him and has done exactly the job that he needed to do. So, experienced campaigner.
GG, he certainly doesn't look like a bunny out there at number 11, but played that nicely. Again, sometimes, as you say, he's an experienced campaigner himself, been around a while. Maybe batting a little bit lower in the order than perhaps he should be. As I say that, he gets squared up with that one and almost just balloons it to the cover fielder, but finds the grass in time. Jatana continues. And down the leg side, hoping for the wide, but again been pretty consistent with that as umpire Worsley.
Well, Keith is the brother of well-regarded association umpire Neil Weasel Worsley, so there'll be a bit of family pressure on.
That one's full, he slapped it down the ground. The fielder will cut that off and keep it to 1. They ran hard there, but certainly no chance of a second. Just over pitching. Providing the opportunity to break the shackles, to rotate the strike. So high on strike now, on 50. And again, just over pitching slightly. It's out to deep mid wicket for one.
Couple off that over.
There's 3 off the over.
Yeah, we'll take that. 193.
Well, 200 was the target you set quite a while ago, Noel. There's 7 short of that. Couple of overs to go. 1 wicket in the shed. Well, no wickets in the shed, but 1 wicket in hand.
Oh no, it must be Satish.
Still Satish?
Yeah, I think so. Does he have any left, Satish?
Satish Insan comes in for his last over.
And again,
Yeah.
over pitched, but straight down the throat of the fielder in the deep, and that is the close of the innings, all out for 193. The end of a really good knock from Nurbai Sohai. It'll take some chasing now.
Yeah, it's a good target to set. You know, that's 5 runs and over required to win. Caversham have been out in the sun now for a couple of hours on a warm day in Perth. It has cooled a little bit, but they've been out there. They've had to chase, and I don't know. We'll see whether fitness plays a part in the second half as we fill a bit of time for the scorers to finish their paperwork in the other one-day matches. And I believe a big shout-out required to Vision Day Corps, who are not only our fabulous sponsors, but sponsoring the A-grade one-day competition. So thanks, Mike and Lisa. Midland all out 164. Run daring, none for 20. Chasing Dianelle is 136. And our scoreboard ran out at 1 for 47. So we'll wait on the scorers there.
We'll just have a look at the first grade competition as well in the 2-day games. Les Murdy, 6 for 128. In that one, Belmont, 5 for 81.
They'll want a knuckle down there, Belmont.
Yeah, so they're scoring quite slowly. Darren Kavanagh's opened the batting. He's still out there, 18 off 109 deliveries. So he's really dug right in. And then Forestfield, 4 for 96. And Swan View, 5 for 147, scoring at a slightly higher strike rate. Luke Otway's 67 not 8 out in that one of 112 deliveries, going quite nicely for Swan View.
Good start by Luke. Well, that is the end of the first innings of the first broadcast for season 23-24, as we just asked for one of the scorebooks, boys. Oh no, they're still finishing it off, so we'll catch that up as we come back after the afternoon tea break. You're here with me, Noel Knowlesy Johnston, and Donny Ding Dong Bell. I'm going to give you that one. Here on the Community Sports Show. We'll be back in about 15 minutes' time to see whether Caversham can chase down 194 for the win here on the Community Sports Show.